I'm Jeremy Jahns, and I am nowhere near the greatest detective in the world. Just stating the obvious here. Funny because Kenneth Branagh never uses a pipe. So this is stupid. Murder on the Orient Express. So Murder on the Orient Express was a book. It's been many movies. I've neither read the book nor seen any of the versions of the movies. This is all new to me. Don't let that surprise you. You'd be baffled at the movies I've never seen in my life. But this movie is directed by Kenneth Branagh. It also stars Kenneth Branagh. He plays Hercule, the greatest detective in the world. And he's on a train that gets stuck in an avalanche. Someone gets killed on the train. So it's up to him to find out who did it. And hopefully take us along for the ride, because that's the point of a murder mystery. First of all, what I loved about this movie looks great. Not only does this movie have a great setup to establish how smart this guy is, but you see the directing shine through. The color scheme, the color palette, the contrast. You really saw what Kenneth Branagh was going for, and I really liked what he was going for. Also, Kenneth Branagh was great in the movie. That's right, he has a great eye for the movie, has a great performance in the movie. His character was fantastic. The other characters, I don't know. That's when we enter the flaws, man. This is a murder mystery. It's going to be a lot of investigations with the characters. The characters played by a great ensemble, but no one really shines through because you don't really find out much about them. From the get-go, Kenneth Branagh's character, they make a joke about his name sounding like Hercules, so you know his name. I cannot tell you anyone else's name in this movie. Suppose that's where Clue has the leg up on this entire genre. Miss Scarlet, Professor Plum, Colonel Mustard, you know who they are because of the board game. The characters in here, I don't know. So when Kenneth Branagh is just rattling off information because he's piecing things together, you're like, I don't know who you're talking about, really. And that's a flaw on the movie's part. If the movie's going to revolve around information given from other characters, you should probably know who they're talking about when they're addressing the information given from the characters. The movie just doesn't execute that well, which then makes the movie feel a bit boring halfway through. This train is literally packed with characters played by great actors. You should want to be on this train. Even, well, someone died, so I guess you don't want to be, but you get what I'm saying. And then comes the biggest flaw in the movie to me, and that is the fact that either the movie is so vague in its information it's giving you, you're not really following Kenneth Branagh as he's doing it. You don't feel like his protege or apprentice. You don't feel like the detective on scene. But it's like the movie felt like in order to bring the audience in on it, they had to give you information that I felt was a bit too obvious. I say that because I solved it. And it's not at all because I'm Jeremy Jahns and I might just be the greatest detective in the world. I'm nowhere close. I'm nowhere near. I never solved these things. It didn't come together for me because I am so smart at murder mysteries. It came together for me because this movie was a bit too dumb in its execution. You see, in a murder mystery, they have to find the balance between what is too vague and what is too obvious. I don't feel this movie found what we call the Goldilocks zone for that. But I feel like that's a subjective thing for me. Not everybody's going to get it, I suppose. But I can't help the fact that I left the movie theater feeling a bit robbed because of the movie's execution. Guys, in the end, Murder on the Orient Express looks great. It's actually acted very well. But the execution as a murder mystery is a bit shoddy. It's a bit choppy. You're not invested in any of the characters other than Kenneth Branagh's character. If you find a book that's like The Art of Murder on the Orient Express, buy it. It probably looks great. But as a movie, I will say Murder on the Orient Express is probably a better time if you're drunk. Yeah, now it's a party. All right, so Murder on the Orient Express, have you seen it? What did you think about it? Or what's your favorite murder mystery? Whatever it is, whatever you think, comment below, let me know. And as always, if you like what you've seen here and you want to see more, click right here to see more.